Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it is time for my lifter Michelle's vlog. And again, as we've been doing with this series, because she does train 6 days a week, we split the vlog into two. So unlike some of the other client vlogs that we've done, she's going to get 2 of these every single week. And then we're going to do some separate reels with her ab work. So we do a 6-day upper lower. We start it almost as a power building, but again, we're doing 6+ reps. On the big 3, but again, we're still going fairly heavy on them, and we do those on the first 2 upper and lower days of squat, bench, and deadlift, because she does have a powerlifting history and she will eventually get back on the platform. So we do want to maintain a base on those, and then everything outside of that is just pure bodybuilding work. Although again, context, squat, bench, and deadlift have always been staple exercises in high-level bodybuilders. So just an FYI. So as we continue to prepare for physique competition, and as she's dieting, as you guys can see, she's getting leaner. She's like over 6 months out though right now. So again, just going to keep dieting, keep getting leaner, keep building her back up. So we're recompositioning because she's gaining muscle memory. Now that she's back under my guidance, she lost muscle, lost strength. It's coming back real fast, and we're going to take her up to another level on all of it, even though she's dieting. All right, so the first part of the week, though, we go heavier. Then our middle 2 workouts are more moderate rep, and then we go really high rep for the last 2. So we're starting off with this upper day. We do some bench press. We do pull-ups. I think she got 8 there, and then she got 3 sets of 10 on the second workout, which will be in this vlog. So again, her pull-up strength is coming back, right? She was at like 5 or 6 when she came back to me. We're up to 10s now, up to 10s. We're going to get to 15, and then we're going to start adding weight. So on this day, we do the pull-ups. Then I have her doing decline barbell. So this is a new block. So we change a lot of the lifts every 3 weeks, okay? So you're going to see a lot of these exercises changing. Not as many of them on the first 2 days of the week, but definitely the last 4. So again, we do that, and so we have the pull-ups. Then we have overhead press with a barbell, upright rows, barbell curls, and then we have lying tricep extensions. Now she does ab work on a lot of these days too, so I've got a few different ab and core clips that we'll put up as separate videos. So again, this is our very, very basic day. People look at this and go, wow, this is really basic exercises. Yes, it is. It's just almost all barbell and body weight type movements. Pull-ups, barbell work. Even the arm work is all barbell, okay? This is our basic day. So any strength training that we have is going to be here. Again, keep in mind it's all 6+ reps. So it's here, and then we go into more and more isolation and more machines and cables and more reps the further into the week. So again, good day here. We're happy with it. She pretty much PR'd on everything. So far, almost every exercise we've either added weight or we've added reps versus last week, even going into this new block. So we're in a very, very good place. And as you guys can tell, she's getting leaner. The waist is coming down just a little bit. So again, everything is falling into place. It's all going according to plan. Coach, I'm really happy with the progress I'm seeing here. Same thing on squats. I need to start adding a lot more weight to these squats. We're kind of like, we need to get back to doing rep work with 225, which is going to happen real quick from here. I would say within a month, right? Within a month, we're going to have 225 plus back on this bar. And if not, it won't be long after that. But again, look at the nice deep squats. So again, ass to grass. We're squatting deep because again, physique, bikini, we need glutes. We got to have those glutes. We need those quads. All right, then we do deadlifts. Again, notice she's up at a respectable weight here at this point. We're not playing around. Keeping in mind, she broke state records in the deadlift in 2 different states. Okay, so it's not going to be long before, and I've told her eventually, even with the physique stuff, we're going to be doing rep work with 315 on the deadlift eventually. Just a matter of time. Again, just a matter of time and consistency. So our lower body here for our heavier day, again, very, very basic. Very basic exercises. The sort of stuff you guys see me doing. Squat, deadlift, glute ham raise. Right, so we've got our glute ham raise here. Again, need that hamstring development. And again, in her case, we are concerned with working all these individual functions. For some of my people, we might only care about hip hinging. Good enough. But in her case, we need to fully develop the hamstring for physique purposes. So again, I love the glute ham raise because it works both functions concurrently, whereas in a hip hinge only works one function and then a leg curl the other. But keeping in mind the hamstring is a biarticulated muscle. So we have that, then we go to leg press. This gives us a supplemental lift to the squat on this day. And honestly, for a lot of people, these 2 days are almost how I would train, a power lifter who needs to get bigger for just these 2 days. And then we get more and more and more bodybuilder specific. But again, there's always going to be some overlap. Okay. So again, very, very basic exercises here. Then we have standing calf raises and then seated calf raises. Now, because she needs more calves and because they are so important on this stage, at this point, we're going to do standing and seated calf raises. I had to build into this on all 3 lower body days. Okay, I want to work both functions. Now, you get people who will say, Jason, haven't you said for most people the standing is enough? Absolutely. It will build the soleus to some extent. It's absolutely the best for the gastrocnemius. But if we're trying to squeeze out that last little bit, particularly the soleus, the lower half, we need that seated. And again, in her case, we do a lot of training volume. So that's what's going on. We need all those things. All right, the other thing I do want people to remember, do not try to replicate her volume. This comes up a lot. She lives a perfect lifestyle. She lives her life like a professional athlete. 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Saunas, massages, no junk food, stress management, fatigue management. Okay? Hot baths. So she, again, heat exposure every single day. Sleeping 8 to 10 hours a night. No alcohol. Right? No alcohol. No substance abuse. No refined junk food. Okay? This is why she can recover. Plus, she's a lifelong athlete who's done conditioning sports since she was a teenager, right? Oh, so we're at over 20 years of being a serious athlete. Here, 10 pull-ups, by the way. So this upper day, we start with a barbell incline. We do pull-ups, then we do dumbbells. Now, she had started with lighter dumbbells and got too many, and I was actually working at my desk, and so she messaged me and was like, no, we need to go heavier. So she went up another 5 pounds, still got set to 12, still almost outside of our target rep range for this day. We want about 10 to 12 on this. So again, next week she probably needs to increase these even further. We have to build her chest. Her chest is going to be a big deal. Her calves are going to be a big deal. And particularly for physique purposes, we need that split down the chest. We need that depth. We need that density. We have to have it. And it's going to make her a better bench presser, right? Because she also said, I do want eventually a 225 bench. I'm like, we're going to get a 225 bench. It's just going to be a matter of time. Time, work, consistency. All right, then of course we do barbell rows. Then for her delts on this day, we're doing dumbbell upright rows. Of course, we do laterals and stuff later in the week. But again, dumbbell upright rows. So you guys will notice for most of these big muscles, we just do one smaller movement. A lot of times we're doing 2 movements for some of the big compounds, but then we get into the finer details of these show muscles, just one isolation type movement or one smaller movement. It's enough to get it done because we're doing it 3 times a week. Again, her frequency and volumes are pretty much at the bleeding edge of where I would put somebody. Don't try this unless you know what you're doing. All right. So again, then we do dumbbell curls, and then she has rope press downs. But overall, very, very productive. She got PRs on everything. Everything is going up. Everything's getting stronger. She's getting leaner. The waistline is coming down. So we are dialed in. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.